think you've mastered every deck builder out there? Slay the Spire might still rule the genre, but the throne's getting crowded. I'm GB Novus, and today we're diving deep into the worlds that carry the same one more run addiction. From dark fantasy roguelikes to sci-fi card battlers, each of these games twist the formula in its own way. So if you've built your perfect deck 1,000 times and still crave the rush, you're in the right place. These are the top games like Slay the Spire you need to play in 2025. Let's get started. Tainted Grail Conquest feels like Slay the Spire collided with Dark Souls. Cursed, dark, and unforgiving. Each run drops you into a misty land filled with monsters, broken souls, and choices that twist your fate. You're not climbing floors, you're surviving a dying world, uncovering its lore while building a deck to push back the darkness. The combat keeps that tense, turn-based rhythm, but adds RPG depth, classes, hero builds, and upgrades that make every run unique. The atmosphere? Pure despair wrapped in stunning art and haunting music. If you love Slay the Spire and crave something darker and heavier, Tainted Grail Conquest will drag you in, one run at a time. Number 9. Commander Quest. Imagine Slay the Spire, but every card you play commands an army instead of a single hero. That's the core twist here. It's a deck builder mixed with tactical battles where every turn feels like directing a miniature war. You build your deck not just with attacks and defenses, but with units, formations, and battlefield effects that shift the entire fight. The more you play, the stronger your commander grows, unlocking new traits and powerful synergies that completely change your strategy. Visually, it's bright and colorful, but don't be fooled. The AI punishes mistakes fast. Every run teaches you to think like a general, not a gambler. If you love the tension and planning of Slay the Spire but want a fresh tactical layer, Commander Quest delivers that and more, a perfect blend of cards, combat, and control. Number 8. Marvel's Midnight Suns. It's what happens when Slay the Spire meets the Avengers. Strategy, cards, and cinematic chaos in one stylish package. Instead of stacking relics and potions, you're building decks for heroes like Iron Man, Blade, and Ghost Rider, each with unique abilities and deadly combos. Every turn is a tactical puzzle. Position your heroes, chain attacks, and unleash flashy finishers that feel ripped straight from a comic book panel. Between battles, you explore the Abbey, talk to characters, upgrade cards, and shape your team's bonds. It's part deck builder, part RPG, and all Marvel spectacle. If you want Slay the Spire's tension mixed with superhero drama, Marvel's Midnight Suns nails that fusion perfectly. What if every descent into the dungeon wasn't just a run, but a psychological test? As we descend, take the deck builder formula and twist it into something darker and deeply atmospheric. You build your deck while descending through endless layers of an ancient ruin, where each floor fights back in its own way. Choices aren't just about damage or defense, they reflect your sanity, your morals, and even your will to keep going. The further you go, the more unstable the world becomes, enemies distort, cards corrupt, and reality starts to bend. Mechanically, it's tight and deliberate. Every card feels like a risk, every combo a lifeline. The art direction and sound design wrap it all in haunting beauty, somewhere between nightmare and meditation. For players who crave the strategy of Slay the Spire but want something more emotional, more existential as we descend, delivers pure descent into madness. A 15-second break, a short quiz to test your knowledge of Slay the Spire mechanics. Okay, let's roll some dice, literally. Number 6, DICEOMANCER. This isn't your typical card game. Here, luck is your weapon, your curse, and your strategy all at once. Each card you play interacts with dice rolls that decide everything, from how hard you hit to how reality reacts. You can manipulate dice, bend probabilities, or embrace pure chaos to turn impossible fights in your favor. It's fast, flashy, and incredibly addictive. Every turn feels like gambling with fate, but in the smartest way possible. The presentation is sleek, the effects pop, and the soundtrack keeps the tension high. If Slay the Spire is about careful planning, DICEOMANCER is about controlled madness, and it's an absolute blast to play. Magic and strategy rarely mixed as well. Number 5. SpellRogue. Imagine the precision of Slay the Spire, but fueled by pure elemental power. Here, your deck isn't made of swords or shields. It's built from lightning bolts, frost spells, and volcanic bursts that reshape the battlefield every turn. You read channel mana, combine elements, and time your moves perfectly to unleash devastating combos that feel incredibly satisfying. Enemies adapt too, forcing you to think like a true spellcaster, always 2 steps ahead. It's fast, fluid, and visually explosive, with combat that feels more alive than most action games. If Slay the Spire is chess with cards, then SpellRogue is a storm in motion, and you control every spark. In Griftlands, every card you play is a negotiation, and every deal has a price. Set in a gritty sci-fi world full of smugglers, mercenaries, and desperate survivors, this deck builder turns combat into conversation and persuasion into power. You'll talk, bargain, and threaten your way through missions, or fight when words fail. Every decision shifts how others see you, unlocking new allies or dangerous enemies who remember your choices. Build your deck to reflect who you are, a diplomat, a hustler, or a ruthless killer. The hand-drawn, art-sharp dialogue and branching paths make every run feel like your own story. Griftlands isn't just about winning battles, it's about surviving a world built on deals and betrayal. A 15-second break, a short quiz to test your knowledge of Slay the Spire mechanics. And finally, we've reached number 3 on our list, Monster Train. Imagine a high-speed battle through the layers of hell itself, where every carriage is a battlefield. You defend the last burning shard of heaven's flame while demons and monsters try to snuff it out. The twist? Combat happens on multiple floors at once, forcing you to juggle strategy, positioning, and survival in real time. Each run is a chaos of combos, deck upgrades, and ruthless enemies that keep you on edge. The art explodes with color, the soundtrack hits like a storm, and the pace never slows down. Monster Train is pure, relentless momentum. Once you start, you'll never want to stop that ride. On the second place, we've got Breachway, a tactical deck-building roguelike that takes the Slay the Spire formula into deep space. You command a starship and your crew through dangerous sectors filled with pirates, smugglers, and alien threats. Every battle is decided by the cards you play, attacking, defending, and managing your ship's systems like weapons, shields, and drones. The twist? Every card consumes ship resources, energy, ordnance, or mass, so every move is a balance between survival and power. Between battles, you upgrade your modules, recruit new crew members, and chart your course across branching routes in the galaxy. Each choice can change your run completely. With its clean interface, strategic depth, and that gritty sci-fi style, Breachway feels like Slay the Spire met FTL, challenging and methodical. If you love games where every card matters, this one's a must-play. Ready to crash into hell with your deck? At number 1 sits Hellcard, a brutal, fast-paced roguelike deck builder that turns every turn into a do-or-die tactical puzzle. You'll face waves of demons on paper-style battlefields where monster placement actually matters. The square you hit can shove foes, trigger area effects, or open windows for devastating combos. Play solo with AI companions or team up in co-op for up to 3 heroes, coordinating plays and chaining abilities to survive the archdemon's assaults. Between runs, you explore the Book of Demons paper dungeons, pick up loot, activate artifacts, and tune your deck for riskier, sweeter rewards. Sharp, tense, and ruthlessly satisfying, Hellcard is where precise plays and bold placement win or burn you. A 15-second break, a short quiz to test your knowledge of Slay the Spire mechanics. And now, our bonus pick, Fights in Tight Spaces. Imagine a mix of Slay the Spire and a stylish spy movie, a tactical deck builder where every punch, block, and kick comes from a card. You fight your way through cramped rooms, outsmarting enemies with precise movement and cinematic combos. It's fast, it's tense, and every turn feels like you're directing your own action scene. A perfect bonus for anyone who loves strategy with a knockout style. I couldn't skip the sequel to the very game we keep comparing them all to, Slay the Spire 2. Although it's still in development, it already promises exciting improvements. Expect richer card synergies, deeper path design with branching routes, refined battle pacing, and more fluid progression mechanics. The devs are talking about adding new character classes, dynamic events, and smarter enemy AI to keep runs fresh. When it drops in full, it may just reset the bar for all deck builders. Alright, quick challenge. I'll show you a short game clip. Can you guess which game it is? Leave your guess below, it might be the next video's topic.
Looking forward to blowing you up.
Your first hit's on me!
You won't hit a thing! Almost!
Come on!
Recognize the game? Write your answer in the comments and tell me how many quiz questions you got right. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I'm GV Novus. See you in the next one.